Welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is about muscle weakness as we age. We often don't realize it until it's too late, but muscle loss is a real problem that affects millions of older adults. This condition, known as muscular dystrophy, can gradually lead to a loss of strength, balance, and even independence. Sarcopenia is the gradual decline in muscle mass and strength, and it typically starts around the age of 30. But for many older adults, the effects really start showing up in your 60s, 70s, or even later. By the time you hit your 80s, as many as 50% of people could be suffering from some form of muscle loss. But here's the thing. The foods you're eating might be making it worse. And the best part? With a few simple dietary changes, you can rebuild and maintain muscle mass, even into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Today, we're revealing foods that are actually contributing to muscle loss in older adults. And don't worry, we're not just going to tell you what's bad for your muscles. We'll also share tips on what you should be eating to protect your mobility, strength, and quality of life. So, make sure you stick around until the end for some helpful, science-backed tips on what to eat instead. And before we get started, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming health tips. Let's start by understanding what sarcopenia is and why it matters. Sarcopenia refers to the progressive loss of muscle mass and strength that occurs as we age. It's a natural process, but what most people don't realize is that it can severely impact your daily life, making everything from standing up to carrying groceries much harder. Sarcopenia can lead to weakness, fatigue, difficulty walking, and an increased risk of falls and fractures. And it's not just about muscles shrinking, it's about functionality. You could lose the ability to do things you take for granted, like getting out of bed, climbing stairs, or even lifting a cup of coffee. So, why does this happen? Well, as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at synthesizing protein and maintaining muscle tissue. This is where diet comes in. A poor diet can speed up the process, and by the time you notice the effects, it may already be too late to fully reverse them. Nutrition plays a key role in how our muscles function, repair, and rebuild themselves. Key nutrients like protein, healthy fats, and certain vitamins and minerals are critical for keeping muscles strong and repairing muscle fibers after exercise. In this video, we're going to focus on foods that accelerate muscle loss so you can avoid them. Then we'll give you some simple swaps to help maintain and even rebuild muscle mass. 1. White bread and refined carbs. Refined carbs like white bread, pasta, and pastries are also big offenders when it comes to muscle loss. These carbs are stripped of their nutrients during processing, leaving behind a product that's high in empty calories and low in fiber. The problem with refined carbs is that they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance over time. This makes it harder for your body to build and repair muscle tissue. Research has shown that diets high in refined carbs contribute to muscle breakdown and poor muscle function in older adults. In fact, a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed a high amount of refined carbs had less muscle mass and strength. The solution is simple. Replace refined carbs with whole grains. Choose whole wheat bread, brown rice, quinoa, and oats instead. These complex carbs are much gentler on your blood sugar levels and provide additional nutrients that support muscle health. 2. Sugar. The sugar stuff that most of us love. But unfortunately, sugar is one of the worst offenders when it comes to muscle loss. When you eat sugar, especially refined sugars, your body responds by spiking insulin levels. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, which impairs your body's ability to use protein to build and repair muscle. Essentially, the more sugar you consume, the less your muscles can grow and recover. Research shows that a high-sugar diet also leads to inflammation in the body, which can damage muscle fibers and disrupt the muscle-building process. Inflammation is linked to many chronic conditions, including arthritis and heart disease, which can further exacerbate muscle loss. So, what does this look like in practical terms? Think about the sugary snacks like candy, baked goods, soda, or even breakfast cereals. These foods are full of refined sugars and can significantly contribute to the breakdown of muscle tissue. But the good news is that you don't have to cut out all the sugar. Just try to reduce added sugars in your diet. Instead, opt for natural sweeteners like stevia or even whole fruits to satisfy your sweet tooth. 3. Processed meats. Next up, we have processed meats. Think bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats. These might be tasty, but they come with a hefty price when it comes to your muscle health. Processed meats are packed with unhealthy fats, sodium, and preservatives. These ingredients don't just damage your heart health, they also contribute to muscle loss. The reason? Processed meats increase inflammation in your body, and inflammation is the enemy of muscle repair. Studies have found that a high intake of processed meats is associated with a reduction in muscle mass and strength. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate more processed meats had lower muscle mass compared to those who ate fewer. So, instead of processed meats, try opting for lean proteins like chicken, turkey, or fish. And if you're a fan of plant-based options, legumes, beans, and tofu are great sources of protein without the added unhealthy fats. 4. Fried foods. Fried foods are a common favorite for many, but they can significantly harm muscle maintenance, especially as we age. These foods are typically cooked in oils rich in unhealthy trans fats, which increase inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation can impair muscle function by inhibiting protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build and repair muscles. Additionally, fried foods are often calorie-dense and low in essential nutrients, which can lead to weight gain. Excess weight places extra strain on your muscles and joints, further contributing to muscle weakness and discomfort. Moreover, the high-fat content found in fried foods can accelerate the aging process of your muscles, making it harder for them to regenerate. Instead of frying, consider healthier cooking methods such as baking, grilling, or steaming. These alternatives still allow for a satisfying texture and flavor without the negative impact on muscle health, promoting better long-term muscle function and overall well-being. Now that we've covered the foods to avoid, let's talk about the foods that can help rebuild and maintain muscle mass. Here are 5 muscle-friendly foods that should be staples in your diet. 1. Lean protein sources. Chicken, turkey, fish, tofu, beans, and legumes are great protein sources. Protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Make sure to include some of these in every meal. 2. Omega-3 rich foods. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds have anti-inflammatory properties that help protect muscle tissue from damage. 3. Vitamin D-rich foods. Vitamin D is crucial for muscle function. Foods like eggs, fortified milk, and mushrooms can help ensure you get enough vitamin D, which is especially important as we age. 4. Leafy greens and antioxidant-rich vegetables. Spinach, kale, broccoli, and other leafy greens provide essential vitamins and antioxidants that support muscle function and repair. 5. Whole grains. Whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats are a great source of complex carbohydrates, which provide lasting energy for muscle-building activities and help stabilize blood sugar levels. To wrap it up, maintaining your muscle health as you age is incredibly important for your overall quality of life. By making a few dietary changes, you can protect your muscles, improve your strength, and keep your independence. So, remember to reduce your intake of sugary, processed, and fried foods, and instead focus on a diet rich in lean proteins, healthy fats, and nutrient-dense vegetables. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this information. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on healthy aging. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.